Hey there, it's Mark with Mark's Astro Journey. If you didn't watch part one of this series, I encourage you to go back and watch that first. This is a three-part series in which I am sharing my build of a second floor observatory. It's going to have a roll-off roof, of course, and it's part of a bigger building. It's a pole barn for storing my camper, but on the second floor I'm including an observatory. And in the first part, it focused on the planning and the initial layout on the ground and foundations, and then the framing. And in this one, we're going to watch the building progress. And I hope you're enjoying watching the build. And I'm looking forward to getting to use this observatory actually to get away from, the manual setup and tear down every time I want to do an imaging session. So let's get started and watch some more of the build. So there's not really much level ground on my property where I could build this building. So the grade at the lowest spot is about 3 feet offset from the other corner. So it's going to take a lot of rock to fill this in before they pour the concrete. And you'll see a lot of rock being delivered in the first part of this video. I'm also happy to see more activity here with the structure related to the observatory on the second floor. Looks like some of the roof coming together here on the observatory. So I asked the builder in the floor to pour a 4x4 additional depth footer for the pier. It's going to be a concrete block pier. And you'll notice the tape measure in the hole. With the 4x4 footing being 18 inches deep, then you add the 5 inches of the floor thickness. We're getting a 23-inch deep 4x4 footer underneath of the concrete pier to support it. I love how these guys work. They're doing multiple things at the same time to keep everything moving. And here we'll see them start getting this area where the apron's going to go and the walk around the corner. They're getting all that ready with that skid loader and forming that up, and then getting the gravel poured in there so they can be ready to pour that soon. I think as they were making more progress on the second floor structure inside the building for that observatory room, they had to move a bunch of materials around and probably moving some of it closer inside, as well as moving the garage door components inside the building so it'd be easier to build those. I guess everyone can forget some tools or equipment they need, and they didn't have many ladders with them that day, and they were going to be installing these garage doors, so I went and got a couple of my ladders for them to use. No problem to help them out. They kind of had to do some finishing touches on these garage doors with the trim and some of the other hardware. One thing these guys do that I really like is when they put a door in on a concrete floor, they pour a ledge where the concrete door it closes slightly lower than the main floor of the building. And that's really a good idea because I have a garage on my house, and whoever built this house in '86 or whatever, they didn't think about that. So if water gets up on top of that concrete ledge, if there's real heavy rain, it'll come under the door because there's no offset there. The door shuts right on the flat surface of the concrete. It's the same level as what's outside in the weather. Well, it's really exciting to see the observatory coming together. In the next part 3 of this series, we'll get to see the project finished, and I'm going to do a walkthrough where you can see the second floor observatory from the inside, as well as how the roof is secured when it's closed, and then also demonstrating rolling the roof off and closing the roof. So I hope you're enjoying my observatory build, and of course I'm greatly looking forward to the finished project. To wrap up, I'm going to show you the final images from a recent imaging session I did of the Crescent Nebula. I thought it turned out pretty decent. It's interesting, this nebula, my wife said, kind of looks like a brain. Clear skies.